Hey, today we're going to be talking about staying true to the basics in 2018. Right now, on the front.
Thanks for tuning in to Lead the Teams, The Front.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of The Front. My name is Mike Phillips, and I will be your host. As always, you can check out the website at leadtheteam.net for free sales training, for motivational content, and for leadership tips. And if you would, cruise on over to leadtheteam.tv, hit the subscribe button there. I do new episodes of The Front every Wednesday and Sunday and post them there on YouTube, as well as the podcasts, which go on to Spotify, on Google Play, on iHeartRadio, and on iTunes. And whether you're watching this episode of The Front right now, or if you're tuned in and listening to one of the podcasts, please participate in the comments down below. Share your thoughts, share your opinions, feel free to ask questions, as often that leads to a really excellent future show. So thank you all for joining me for another episode of The Front tonight. I really appreciate it. Today we're talking about 2018 and staying true to the basics. And the inspiration for this is because it seems like around every corner, the ads on social media and that come up on Google right now, it's like, hey, here's how to turn 2018 on its ear. Hey, here's what to change in the new year. Here's the perfect resolution for business. Here's how to be successful next year. Well, let me give you a tip. And this is just one guy's opinion. This is me here. One of the things that will keep you successful in 2018 is staying true to yourself and staying true to your basic principles. Stay true to the basics in business. If you're in sales, for example, stay rooted in your basic sales process. Whatever your process is for you, I'm not here to say you should change it or that my process is better than yours and et cetera, et cetera. What I am here to say is if it's working for you, make sure that you stay true to that core first and then add new bolt-on components. Don't take the first fly-by-night thing that comes along and says, this is going to turn your sales upside down. It's going to make you sell hundreds of cars and you should do this right away for 2018. Check it out, see if it's something that's valuable. And if it is, then look at investing in it or see how it can enhance your current process. But one of the problems that I see with salespeople, with business people, marketing, is that you move on quickly to the next big thing, right? Hey, this is right around the corner in 2018. We've got all these resolutions and everything's going to totally change. Social media is going to be totally different this year than it was last year. It's constantly evolving. Everything, life is constantly evolving. And yeah, it evolves at a quick rate right now. But one of the reasons that, in my opinion, you see people that are successful that all of a sudden fall from grace or start to have real struggles is they abandon the basic principles that got them to where they are. Two things I talked about last week: connecting with people, right? Having a genuine connection with somebody and being very straightforward with them is something that will always contribute to sales. It always will. If you can look someone in the eye and be honest with them, you don't have to remember all, fake things. You don't have to baffle people with BS. You can just be straightforward and look them in the eye. That will always sell. It doesn't matter what your product is, right? Honesty, you've heard honesty is the best policy. It's because you don't have to remember anything that was made up. If you're in business, it's not that in 2018, everything's going to change for business. No, every day things are evolving, and you should be, if you are innovative and you're on that front line, you should be looking at it. You should be out front looking into what is new, what's cool, what are those little tidbits of things that your existing connections or your existing vendors or your existing salespeople can bring to the table that can enhance your already successful process. So I know that's a bit of a short message tonight, but the thing is, don't abandon the basics. You've got to stay true to that core. If it's something that got you here so far and it's made you successful, look at the things in this upcoming year that people present to you that will enhance that. Let's take sales, for example. If you're in sales And your process is, okay, you got to prospect with your customer, and then you have a sales process to work through. And then after you've sold the product, you want to follow up the customer and you want to ask for referrals. And if that's something that has made you successful to this point, why would you abandon that and say, oh, but wait, there's a whole brand new way to automate everything now. I can automate all my follow-up. Well, probably the thing that has done so well for you at this point is the fact that you had a genuine connection with the customer and it was you doing it. And again, over time, that may evolve. You know, if you move from sales into middle management or owning your own business or whatever that looks like, there's a constant evolution, but you need to take the time to slow down and really evaluate it and know what your core principles are, know what your core processes are, and don't abandon those basic values, processes, principles that have allowed you to see success up to this point. Now, if you're not seeing a lot of success, if you're looking at it going, man, I just can't wait for 2017 to be over because then everything starts over and I can start fresh. Well, you better take a look in the mirror, and because you probably said those same things 2016 going into 2017, right? So you need to take a look in the mirror and say, okay, well, what did I start to launch that was failure to launch? What can you perfect on in your basic core principles that you could get really good at? Or do you need to adopt some core principles so that you can continue to see success? You know, I see so many people that it's like they look and all of a sudden, squirrel, boom, and off they go somewhere else because they're chasing that next best thing, when sometimes that best thing is just what's right in front of you. You have to perfect it and polish it and nurture it and allow that to grow. So that's my message tonight for the front is for 2018. I know it's right around the corner. We got 4 days left until the stroke of midnight, and then all of a sudden everything starts over, right? But don't abandon the basics. Stay really true to your core. Stay true to who you are. You know, stay true chasing your passion. Love that stuff. Perfect your process. Be really good at you. You know, and once you have that core, that ball that you're really excellent at, then add other stuff. Bolt on to it on what can enhance it. But don't start abandoning things unless they don't work. If they don't work, then yeah, get rid of it and look for something else. But if it's working and you're seeing success, start looking for other things you can add on to it. Just don't abandon the basics because everybody's telling you, oh, hey, look, here's 9 steps to see success in 2018. Throw all this crap out. I'm telling you, they're there to sell you something that doesn't exist. There's not an overnight success. There's not a 1-year success. All of it's going to take work, and it takes work at polishing and perfecting that core. So thank you so much for spending your time with me today. I appreciate you joining me on this episode of The Front. Remember, I do this every single Wednesday and Sunday. They try to be somewhere 5, 10, maybe 20-minute episodes, so they're bite-sized chunks. You can take it in, take a few notes. Hope you really get something out of it. If you did get something out of this episode, please give it a thumbs up, give it a like, share it on your social media. I would sure appreciate it. And then tune in next Wednesday or Sunday. Appreciate you joining me. Until we speak next, I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day.